Gamers howdy, so this is a bit of an unscripted video, although I guess all my videos are unscripted. But yeah, I'm just gonna go over some of my E3 predictions, but only for Nintendo because I don't think I could predict anything else, like Halo Infinite and Cuphead at Xbox, but that's it. So yeah, and then I'm gonna say what I want afterwards. But let's start with Nintendo. Um, Animal Crossing update. I can't even think of the last time we got one. I think the last Animal Crossing update we got was in March, and was the freaking Mario stuff. So my prediction is we get a new Animal Crossing update. I think we'll get some Zelda 35th stuff, but I also think we'll get some, like an actual Animal Crossing update. I guess Brewster seems likely. I'm only saying that because I don't know what else it could be. But yeah, I think we'll get Brewster and Zelda 35 stuff in Animal Crossing. Brewster will probably just be in the museum because I don't know where else he would be. But yeah, Zelda 35, that's something I just said. I think at E3, we'll see the Zelda 35th anniversary. What do I expect to see from that? I don't know. Ideally, going a bit into like what I want, I guess I can sort of combine them together. I really would love to see a Game & Watch of the original Zelda. I think that would be so sick. Oh, and it could also probably have Zelda 2 on it, because the original Game & Watch that was done for Mario 35 had Mario 1 and Mario 2, so I could see that. And then it could also have whatever the Zelda Game & Watch was. I don't know, but also maybe not since it was dual screen. But either way, that would be sick to see. And then I think we would get a bundle with Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. I'm not sure if it'll be the original versions or the new versions, because both make sense. Because we know that Nintendo made their own engine, like literally just for 3D All-Stars, or at least that's how it seems so far, to like port GameCube games into widescreen and HD. So it would seem weird that they would stop there. And it would look even worse if they were just selling Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD in a bundle for $60, and then also trying to sell Skyward Sword HD separately. Like, that would just look awful. And Nintendo always does something to mess it up, like no Galaxy 2 and Mario 35. So I think there's a good chance that they're not the HD versions and are just the GameCube versions. I tried for, like, I'm reading off of a bingo board I made. I tried to stray away from saying, like, oh, I think that we'll see Mario Golf at E3 because, I mean, yeah, we're gonna see Mario Golf. It's freaking Nintendo. So, I think this is an exception. I think we'll see Shin Megami Tensei 5. The reason why that's sort of the exception for me is because we literally went like 3 or 4 years without seeing anything from it. But I think we'll see it at E3 this year with their release date. And probably some like gameplay and story details, because I don't think we've seen either of those. Although, to be fair, it's Shin Megami Tensei. We already know that what the gameplay is going to be. It's going to be fighting demons with demons. And this story is going to be the world is coming to an end and we need to kill God. Not really too mind-blowing. I guess another thing that could be considered cheating, I don't know. I think we'll see a Smash reveal. But I also think we'll see another Smash reveal. I think we'll get the final 2 fighters. I'm too stupid to know if we'll get a Fighters Pass 3. My guess is I'm not even gonna make a guess because I don't freaking know enough about Smash Bros. I literally just bought Fighters Pass 1 the other week. So, yeah, the final 2 fighters, I would like to imagine they'll try to do a Western character, because in 2019 they did Banjo, and that's sort of a Western character. But I don't really know, because at first I thought Steve would have been slated for E3 last year, but now that I think about it, I think Steve's release date was set in stone because they needed to show him off at Minecon. So I'm not even too sure who the E3 character would have been last year, because it wouldn't have been Min Min. That would have just been awful, so I don't really know. Maybe I don't know, maybe it would have been Sephiroth. But either way, hopefully it's third party. I guess I can say what I want here. Ideally, it would be freaking Tracer, Solaire, Hollow Knight, or someone new that I've started wanting is Neku from The World Ends With You. I recently just played that, and that game is freaking... It has no right being as good as it is. I'm trying to see, like, I have a list of all the characters I want in Smash. I'm trying to pull that up. I guess I don't have a list of that. Used to. Butterfree would also be cool, but I think I'm the only one who wants that. But yeah, 2 Smash reveals. Try to predict it. I'm going to say Crash as one of them. It's not going to be a first party. We've had too many first parties for DLC Pack 2. And this feels like this DLC pack has been stuff more so that Nintendo wants. And I don't really know what Nintendo wants. Because, like, Nintendo wanted an ARMS rep, Nintendo wanted Pyramithra, Nintendo wanted Steve. So I don't really know. Crash, and it's not going to be Master Chief, because it's not going to be someone I want. It's not going to be 2 characters I want. Lloyd Irving from Tales of. Crash and Lloyd. Speaking of DLC, I guess, flawless transition, I think we'll see the Age of Calamity DLC. So yeah, AOC DLC, Age of Calamity. I think we'll see that because it was revealed back in, like, I think last Nintendo Direct. And it was literally on screen for like 10 seconds. So, I don't know. I could tell you who I think. Like, tap the screen 10 seconds right now. The character is going to be Robbie and his wife, girlfriend. Hopefully it's been 10 seconds by now. I have a bad concept of time. But yeah, I think that's going to be the character. And then... as far as, I think they said it's going to be a story expansion. I don't really know. I'm going to stop talking. But yeah, that's what I think for we'll see Age of Calamity DLC. I don't really know when it'll release. We might already have the release dates. I don't know. Metroid. What's the deal with that? I think we'll see Metroid. I'm confident in that. But there are so many different, like, Metroid things that it could be. Because, like, there is the Metroid Prime trilogy. There is Metroid Prime 4. And there is 2D Metroid. So, I don't know. I'm going to say 2D Metroid. And then there's going to be a full direct at the end of this year, presumably. And I think in that, we'll see Metroid Prime Trilogy and Metroid Prime 4. So it's the 35th anniversary. They're probably going to do... I don't think they'll call it the 35th anniversary, but I think we'll get something for it. So yeah, my guess is 2D Metroid by Mercury Steam. Because apparently... the remake Samus Return, something like that, ended on sort of a mild cliffhanger, or a tease for the next game, so that was like 2017. I don't think it takes 4 years to make a Metroid game, so we'll probably see something like that. And I also don't think it takes freaking 3 years to make a Super Mario Party, but here we are. I think we'll probably see Super Mario Party 2, because it's just been forever, and then, like, just a bunch of tiny things, because we saw Mario Party Online got added. That's pretty weird. It was out of nowhere. So there's always the chance that it was just for nothing, just for goofs and gaffs. But it feels to me like maybe they were testing servers, just seeing something, because it sold freaking way better than it should have. So it's going to get a sequel. And I think I don't know who develops it. I want to say ND Cubed. Yeah, it's ND Cube. And so usually they make games, and usually they make games yearly. Like, that's been a normal thing, with the exception of 2019, where we got nothing from them. I don't know what that means. I don't think it means anything. I don't know why I'm bringing it up, but in 2020 we got Clubhouse games that could not have taken long to make. Literally Connect 4 lags in that game. I don't think it took a lot of resources. I think they took 2 years to work on Super Mario Party 2. And then, because we also got the renders. We got a new render of Waluigi out of nowhere, and a new render of Diddy Kong out of nowhere. So it would make sense if those were maybe for Super Mario Party 2. And probably those don't go together, but in my head they do. I guess going along with sequels, there are actually a lot of sequels I think we'll get, because it's Nintendo. Let's say Mario & Rabbids 2. I think that'll happen, because, I mean, Mario & Rabbids 2, the first one sold really well. People seem to praise it. I think it's okay. I think it's an okay game. If it was up to me, we would not get a Mario & Rabbids 2, but I don't know, people seem to be talking about that. It's been a while. First one sold well, they did DLC, and we're sort of halfway through the Switch's life, so it makes sense that maybe we get a sequel. I don't know if the story even ended on a cliffhanger. I didn't finish it. I got to, like, the spooky world. But Breath of the Wild 2, I can talk about that. I think we'll see that. I think there's no way that we don't. Which might sound weird because, oh, how is Nintendo going to show off Zelda games, like 3 different ones? Because there would be Twilight Princess bundle, Skyward Sword, and Breath of the Wild. But 2019 they showed off 3 Zelda games. Link's Awakening, I think that was a reveal for it. They showed off Crypt of the Necrodancer, Legend of Zelda, and they showed off Breath of the Wild 2. So I don't think it's weird to say that we'll see 3 Zelda games. I mean, I don't think we'll see 3 Zelda games every year, but I think it would make sense if we saw Breath of the Wild 2. It's been a while, and I want to see it. Maybe we'll get a release date. I don't think it'll come out this year if we do. I think it'll be 2022, because they want to space out the Zelda stuff. Resident Evil. That's a cool franchise. I think a while back, Capcom had a giant, like, breach of their data, and I think that it was leaked that they were making a, like, Resident Evil game for the Switch. Maybe it was, like, Project Guillotine or something. I think it'll probably be, like, I think there's a Resident Evil Revelations, is that what it's called? Yeah, Resident Evil Revelations is like a series that Nintendo does with them, I think. Or maybe they don't do with them. But maybe another Revelations game. Or we could see one of the games streamed to Switch. Like cloud streaming. That's another thing I think we'll see. I think we will see a cloud streaming game. If it comes from Resident Evil, it'll probably be 8 or 3 remake, one of those 2. Probably 8. But who knows? If there's to be another cloud streaming one, I don't know what it would be. Because I don't really know what games are coming out. But, video games are coming out, so I think one of them will be released, and you'll be able to stream it on the Nintendo Switch. Nier. The Nier series is one that I don't know about, but I think one of them will come to the Nintendo Switch. Will it be the new one? That's a remaster or remake? I don't know. Will it be the other one that came out? I don't know. 2B is in Fall Guys though, so maybe that's close enough. Kirby. I think we'll see a Kirby game. We see a Kirby game like literally almost every single Nintendo Direct. I don't know how we didn't see one last one, so I think we'll see one this one. And people are talking about it being a new 3D Kirby, so I could see that. I could see a new 3D Kirby. Because the series director said he wanted to enter a new era of Kirby, and it seems like that's what it would be. I assume it won't be like Mario Odyssey styled, but more so 3D World or Crash Bandicoot styled, where like, yeah, it's 3D, but you aren't like, it's not open world, it's more 2D, 3D. Switch Pro, I think we'll see that at E3, because everyone's saying they'll never show a hardware revision at E3, but that's exactly why they'll do it. Nintendo always does what you least expect them to do, so they'll just show it at E3. I don't know how much it'll cost. I think it'll be more expensive, like maybe $350 or $400. No higher than $400 though, because the idea of Nintendo consoles is that they're cheap. So, yeah, I think it'll be on less than $400, because it seems weird to have it the same price as a Series S and a PlayStation with no disc drive. So, yeah. I think it'll be cool, though. I think it'll have video games on it, too. And who knows? One of those video games might be Bayonetta 3. I know it's kind of weird to bring up, but if it doesn't get brought up this year, I'm just going to say it next year. Because it has to come out eventually. So, this year's the year. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not a big Bayonetta guy. I want to play the games. But, did I say new IP yet? Who knows? I think we'll get a new IP from Nintendo. What could it be? I don't know. That's sort of the point of a new IP. You can't really see it coming. The last new IP we got was probably Ring Fit Adventure. And that was in like 2019? When did Ring Fit Adventure come out? It came out in 2019. So yeah, I think it's time that we get a new IP. I think the idea of DLC or a sequel to Ring Fit Adventure is stupid, because there are literally 69 worlds in that game. Haha, funny. So like, no one who owns the game has beat it. Like, maybe less than 1% of Ring Fit Adventure's owners have beat it. It sold well, but I don't think we'll get a sequel just yet. People still need to beat the game. But, don't know how we started talking about Ring Fit. But yeah, new IP, who knows? Amiibo, I think there will just be some sort of Amiibo-related announcement. Maybe like Zelda Amiibo, since 35th anniversary. That could be cool. I'm a big fan of product. I would purchase. And then the big rumor going around right now is a new Donkey Kong game. Is it 2D? Is it 3D? Who knows? If I had to pick one, my guess would be it's going to be a 2D Donkey Kong game. and it'll be a sequel to Barrel Blast. I don't know. Like, K. Rool will be in it probably. I feel like that's a pretty safe assumption. Or, I guess it's not an assumption, more of a guess. I don't think it'll be a country or, what's the new series called? Returns? Tropical Freeze? Donkey... I don't know what the new... Maybe there's not a new series. I don't think it'll be part of the, like, trilogy of the Wii and Wii U game. I think it'll be its own separate thing. And then... Fire Emblem. It's been a while since we've had a Fire Emblem, so why not? I don't really know what to say here. I played Awakening. I enjoyed it. I would be fine with the new Fire Emblem game, especially since Three Houses sold amazing for a Fire Emblem game. I think there's no way that we don't get another one. And then Monolith Soft. This, I'm not too sure about, since I'm pretty sure they help out on Breath of the Wild, but the last game that they did was a remaster. So, I don't know. Feels like they probably have something to show. Or maybe not. Like, it could just be a Xenoblade export. I think everyone would be fine with that. Or it could be a new Xenoblade game. Or it could be whatever else they do. I don't really know. But, yeah, I think that's everything as far as things that I want. Dark Souls 2. I really want Dark Souls 2 on the Switch. Doesn't really make sense that we would get it, but I want it. And then obviously I want freaking Smash, Metroid, Breath of the Wild. Pretty much everything I mentioned, I want. But, I don't know, I really freaking want Dark Souls 2. I don't really know what else I could want. I'm a simple man. I guess a new 2D Mario? Or not 2D, a new 3D Mario. A Rhythm Heaven game, that could be cool. I don't think we'll get one, but I don't know. I want to play the Rhythm Heaven games. I have one on the Wii, but I don't like playing games non-portably because I am lazy. A Wario game could be cool, whether it's Land or Where. I would take either. But yeah, I don't really know what else I would want. I forgot to say this, but also Pikmin 4. Yeah, I think that's everything. Oh wait, I never mentioned Sonic. I don't know, I just think we'll see Sonic in the Direct. Probably just showing off the Colors port. Or Colors remaster. So yeah, I'm looking around and I think I covered everything, so love you guys and stay safe.